Yeah, I bet you always.
Okay, so what's going on YouTube? It's Martin here from Thrift Store Gold. I'm with Kristina. We're talking about it live. Sorry, we're just having a bunch of difficulties with this. This is our first time trying to do this. We're doing it with the Google Hangouts. So we're going to have a couple members joining us. We're going to have Noah Minkus, Ty Nguyen, and then Anthony, the entrepreneur. So they're going to be hopping in any second now. But in this video, we're going to be talking about our goals that we're going to accomplish in this month of 2019.
February of 2019.
So I'm going to let Kristina kind of talk for a little bit.
All right. Well, our first goal then is going to be we want to really finish our books that we've started. We started The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. We're actually reading it together. It's a really quick read, but we keep getting sidetracked every time we read it. So we want to finish that. And then we both have our own books that we want to finish. Martin's.
So actually, before we even start into what we're going to want to read, we want to give a big shout out to Mark, my buddy Mark. He gave us these books. Super thankful for him. She's going to go grab the other two. He gave us this book and then this one and this one. So he's a really good guy. Super awesome of him to just send out these books to us.
You rock.
Yeah,
you really do.
We really appreciate that. You're helping us grow our knowledge. We can't thank you enough. But I had this book that I'm going to be reading after we get to The Compound Effect. And then she's going to get to read. Sorry.
I want to read Awaken the Giant by Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read this one.
So I'm going to kind of go through the comments now. Looks like we have actually, why don't you read them how we usually do it?
Let's see. We have Thrifty Esme in here.
How's it going? Good to see you.
Mark, yes, we finally got live after all of our difficulties. Nick Munoz, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Moar, hello. And then Success with Sully.
What's up, Success with Sully?
But, oh, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm super happy you guys could join this live. I know it was kind of last minute like we always do, but we just wanted to hop on and tell our goals because we just created them and we wanted to do it before it got too late into the month. It's, the 2nd now, so wanted to get those out.
Success with Sully said, let's start a book club with Mark's books. Just ship them from one place to another for a year and then ship them back to him. It's like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but with books.
Yeah, we should honestly start that. That would be awesome.
That would be really, really awesome. Especially because, I mean, like, these are such knowledgeable books, you know?
Yeah.
They're good books to share. Nope, they're their books. Yeah, sorry, I guess we can't share.
Yeah, we might honestly just keep them and read them probably forever. Over and over and over again.
Okay, let's see. Looks like everyone else is having difficulties.
Yes.
Here, though.
So I think they should be hopping in any minute now, but we'll kind of go through our goals before they hop in. So then we can just kind of joke around with them, and they're going to explain some of their goals that they have, and it's going to be a good one. So our second goal that we made, we got it written down on our whiteboard right here, so I'm going to be looking at that. We have make over $1,200 in sales this month. So that's our goal that we're going to hit for eBay. We're hoping we can accomplish that. Going to be listing and sourcing and doing our research.
Oh, oops, sorry.
Turn that off. That's fine.
Okay, do not disturb.
And then our third goal that we have is to get a consistent 200 listings up. So always be at like 200, like 210, maybe even higher. That'd be nice. But try to never get below 200 on our listings. That would be nice.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Someone said that they're from San Jose, California. So hello from San Jose.
Oh, that's awesome. We're actually taking a trip up to there At the end of this,
February.
yeah, the end of this month.
Someone said no Zach again.
Yeah, no, Zach. I mean, I'll send them the link. Actually,
wait. They're saying that they can't get in.
They can't get in. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat. Do we have it right here?
Paste. Everyone can join.
Okay, so whoever wants to join can join.
If that works. If it doesn't, I don't know.
Zach did say he was gonna try to join into the live, so maybe he will. So yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to join, feel free. The more the merrier.
Because we're live, is that why they can't get in, do you think?
Oh, maybe.
Well, no, because there's people that hop into like lives on this, you know?
This is my first time doing the Google
Hangouts,
so we are having a lot of technical difficulties.
I don't know. Well, you can just, I guess, keep talking about our
time. I know.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to work on getting everybody else in here. Because Noah said it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Well, try to copy maybe like, no.
Just go into the chat.
Yo, what is this? I don't know. I think that's wrong. All right.
Hopefully.
Try that link. That might be a better one.
I think that's the same link.
But yeah.
Sorry, guys. This is not our strong point.
Join, though.
I don't know.
Oh, look. No, see, now Ty got in.
Okay, so now it's working.
It was the wrong link. Sorry.
Sorry about that, guys.
Come on, Martin. We're trying.
Yeah. So this is my first time bringing anybody onto my actual channel. I have a good buddy of mine, Noah, and a good buddy of mine, Ty, and then Anthony. He's going to be joining us soon. Hopefully, I know he's going to be using his phone, so it might be a little whack.
No.
It was just working pretty well, but.
All right.
So is it working? Hey, guys. Ty, I think your mic's muted.
Yeah, I'm just being like Noah now. I'm just gonna mute myself silently.
Gonna sit silent. So yeah, do you guys want to say what's up to some of the viewers?
Okay, Noah, you can go first.
Yeah.
Hi, what's up? Thank you, Martin, for having me on your channel. So my name is Noah Minsis. I also have a YouTube channel that I run by myself. Basically, I just talk about buying wholesale, working, selling on Amazon and eBay and all of that stuff within the wholesale market.
All right. So, yeah, I'm Ty, and thank you for having me on, Noah. Not Noah, but Martin. And so I basically do the same thing as Noah, but I do retail dropshipping instead. So it's just videos about retail dropshipping and, you know, kind of retail arbitrage as well. So I sell on eBay and Amazon, and I will be looking into learning Shopify eventually. So it's kind of, you know, walking you guys through the journey as I learn different platforms and sell in different places.
So yeah, these guys are very informational on their channel. If you guys want to go check them out, they post a lot of videos. I know Ty doesn't post as much as Noah, but he's a busy man. So yeah, Noah, what are some of your goals this month that you want to share with the viewers?
I want the Patriots to lose. So I kind of break it down month by month. For my goal, I want YouTube, for my YouTube channel, I kind of want to hit 2,000 subscribers. So by the end of February, I also want to do around 5 uploads a week. I know that Ty doesn't like to do that many uploads, but I think the more videos that you can create are the more opportunities that you have for your videos to go out and people to find them, and also just several business goals and other stuff. I'm also in college. I don't know about either. I know Ty dropped out, but I actually have a bunch of tests and stuff. So.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
Yeah.
So how much are you studying, Noah?
I'm actually studying finance and accounting.
Oh wow!
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Kristina dropped out of college, and then I.
You're exposing her, dude.
Yeah.
So she's on the same train as you now, basically.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's good.
So Ty was actually a high school dropout as well.
As well?
Not as well. I almost was, I guess I could say, but I did graduate.
Should have. I'm just kidding.
So why don't you tell some of the people why you did that?
Right. Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting story, I guess. But essentially, I mean, I just learned about how to make money. And so, I mean, my first like way that I learned how to make money was like, flipping phones on Craigslist. So I would buy phones locally, kind of like what you do, like thrifting. But this is, local, right? And so, just drive around my city because I was in San Diego and it was a big market there. And so a lot of people there. So a lot of people are selling phones. And so I would buy them and then resell them for profit. So I made a few $100, just driving around, flipping phones. And then I learned about drop shipping and I got into it. And then, so many more opportunities opened up to me because I got into drop shipping and, started learning about it. And so, I dropped out because I wasn't making a lot of money again when I dropped out. Okay. And a lot of people think like, oh, I need to be making a lot of money to drop out. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way. Like you either go all in or you go all out, like honestly.
Exactly. Kind of like how I quit my job
exactly. Yeah. So we relate to that, right? Like you can't have half-hearted into something and expect to, actually get massive results or like change your life. I mean, you can still do that. Like I'm not saying you can't, but like it's just your success rate and your commitment is much higher if you're really willing to sacrifice. What you gotta do.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
So I believed in myself. So I dropped out and I was like, all right, I can make money. I can do this. And so, yeah.
That's awesome. So what are some of your goals that you got for this month?
Well, I actually haven't written any goals, but one of my goals is just basically to scale back my Amazon store. So I'm trying to get it to running 100K a month. So making sure everything is consistent and smooth on there and kind of using my eBay store to fuel my Amazon store. And I'm going to just stick at that 100K a month mark. And then after that, I'm not going to really scale that hard anymore on Amazon because, again, on Amazon is really risky. And so what I'm going to do is focus on YouTube and actually building influence and actually helping people after I scale to that point. That's kind of like the goal there.
Jeez.
Awesome. That's really
okay.
Awesome.
So 100K a month. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other goal that I was able to achieve was the Ecom Prime thing.
Ecom Prime. Yeah. So if you guys aren't a part of Ty's Ecom Prime, go join that.
Yeah. So that's the goal that I accomplished so far. So I'm just running tests with that, making sure I can make it the best for everybody that's in there. So.
Yeah, I gotta sign up for that still.
Yeah, like it's meant to be like really personal stuff, right? Like I'm trying to make it so it's personal, so you actually get like help personally with everybody else that's in there, including me, and so everybody feels connected, and it's a community.
Okay, so Anthony's messaging me right now. He's
not on.
Having some difficulties hopping in.
What's he say?
It's snowing quite aggressively right now.
Oh no!
Okay. So that's really nice. When is Anthony coming on?
We're trying.
We're gonna call him right now.
Yeah, we're gonna call him in.
Solely is like eventually younger and younger entrepreneurs finding success. I feel like eventually we're gonna start seeing middle school drop out. Exactly, dude.
So it looks like we got Casey Bennett in here. What's up, Casey? Good to see you. And We got Nancy Johnson. Always good to see you. Enjoy your videos. I'm an eBay seller. That's good to know.
Are you live streaming on your computer or your phone?
This is on computer.
Have you updated the subscriber whiteboard?
I think it's a couple off actually. I think I'm at like 530 now or something like that.
538.
I remember in the beginning I used to do that. I have like a whiteboard that I used to like update it every single time. I would always check.
I know. My Instagram is like 530 now. Oh, here we go.
I remember in the beginning I used to do that. I have like a whiteboard that I used to like update it every single. Anthony, you mute your mute the video.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Rookie mistake, boy. Rookie mistake.
Okay, guys. So this is Anthony, the entrepreneur. Glad to have you on my channel.
What up?
Make it. So you want to give your spiel and say hello to the people?
Hey, yeah. So my name is Anthony Estrella, aka the entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. This is probably, you know, eBay drop shipping is probably like my sixth business up to this point. So, you know, just, you know, this is probably one of the ventures that I've had the most success in. And, you know, that's why I've really been diving in to try to provide quality content, you know, to as many people as possible, even though I've only been doing it for about, you know, 7 months now. So
that's awesome. So if you guys haven't checked out Anthony's channel, go check that out because he's got some awesome videos. And don't you do a podcast? I've been meaning to ask you that.
Yeah, I have a podcast called the Entrepreneur Podcast, and it basically, so it's not just eBay drop shipping. Like it talks about, you know, my first product that I invented when I was in college, and you know, some of the stuff that I've done like over the past 5-6 years in regards to different businesses that I've run. So like what a lot of people don't know is I've actually had a product that I had manufactured over in China that I was actually working with for a few years before that kind of crashed and burned. But yeah, I mean, I just love business. I love talking about it. So that's what the podcast is basically revolving around.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to start listening on that.
Question.
Yeah.
Did you finish college then? Do you have
Did I finish college?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a bachelor's degree from Arizona State.
Okay.
So yeah, so I did graduate.
So here's the question, Anthony: was the degree worth it?
So here's the thing, right? You know, college is definitely not for everyone, but I went to college for different reasons. You know, I'm the oldest individual in my family. You know, kind of my upbringing, you know, my dad actually never graduated high school. So it was just something that it was just a standard I was kind of trying to set from a legacy standpoint. Right. And I still do preach, you know, that education, you know, people should go to college because I do think that education is extremely valuable. However, there's obviously nothing like real life experience. So
yeah,
very true.
That's awesome.
You can't simulate reality.
That's very true.
But at the same time, not everyone could be an entrepreneur. That's
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there.
I love that.
That's a good one.
So it looks like we got a question. Oh no, Mark said from England. Haha.
England.
Rooting for the Patriots.
No, Mark, we're not rooting for the Patriots.
no.
I gotta say,
I root
you know,
for anyone but the Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm going for the Rams. I mean, I live in Southern California, so
Okay.
going for the Rams. But you know, Tom Brady is the GOAT, man. Can't really argue.
No,
that.
that's crazy. How many has he won? He's won like 7 Super Bowls right now.
Yeah, no,
They were there. They were lost last year, right?
this will be his 6th one, I think, if he wins. He's got 5.
nuts.
He's been, I think he's been to 9, and then maybe 7 straight, something like that.
That's got to be some record.
It's nuts. I mean, in any sport, any professional sport, to be able to do that is it's just crazy.
So it looks like we got Greg the Valet Picker in here. He's a good friend of mine. He actually let me stay in his hotel room the night I was in Connecticut. So if you guys
nice.
is out, if you guys haven't checked his channel out, go check him out because he does a lot of thrifting just like I do, and he does a lot of clothes, and he finds like crazy clothes, like vintage and just awesome clothes. So check his channel out.
Oh yeah, question, Martin. Do you do vintage clothes?
We look for them.
Yeah, if I can find it.
I really like them.
For the right price. Also, I'm not gonna spend like $20 on a vintage shirt that only goes for like 30.
Yeah. So, do you guys do books as well?
I mean, we've tried scanning some books, but with eBay, selling books isn't like the best. It's more for Amazon, and
Right.
we're still like we just started our Amazon seller account, and we're restricted on books. So, I mean, there's probably like we can get unrestricted for that, but just kind of went for that really. But definitely want to get into books because we do have a lot of them where we're at. But eBay, they're just not as like hot, I guess.
Right. I know a lot of people sell. I don't know if they still do, but there was a platform called A-Books where you can sell like that's all they did. That's all ABE books.
Books.
Yeah, and I know that there's an app. The way I know, because I used to actually work for a guy who used to go to the school districts and buy all of the literature books that were out of curriculum, and then basically resell them on Amazon. But one of the websites that he used was A-Books, and I know that that's all they do.
I'm gonna give that I'm gonna check that out after this.
Zach's here, but he said he's about to go eat dinner with his family, so he won't be attending the video call today.
Zach Stacks.
Yeah,
Zach
Stacks.
So what's funny is I actually finished my lunch while you guys were having technical issues.
Is that
But yeah, about the like selling books on eBay, I actually bought like used books on eBay to read. So it's a pretty good market there. There's a lot of people selling used books on eBay, like storage selling used books. So there's a market there for sure.
It's easy because of the media mail, so it's extremely cheap to ship them.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely got to get more into books.
But Mark actually said that A-Books got bought by Amazon but kept their name.
Did they really? Oh, snap.
Wow. Okay.
Dude's over here dropping nuggets in the live chat.
Yeah, Mark is a big book reseller.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he lives in Rhode Island, and I met him at the Connecticut thrift meetup. And he's got an Instagram. I've tagged him a couple times and stuff, so you guys should go check him out because he flips a lot of books, and he's got like the flea market. Him and his mom run, I think, and
oh wow,
crazy amount of books. And it seems like he's always scanning like 200 a day and sending them into the FBA.
So he probably knows which app it is. She's got all kinds of books.
Yeah,
he probably knows which app it is that you can use to scan them.
Yeah, he's real smart with that. I should have learned more from him when I was with him. What did he say?
He said people do sell books on eBay. That's where I sold that pop-up book. Oh, that really cool pop-up
Yeah,
book.
he was telling me when I met him that he bought a pop-up book for like I think like $1 or $2 and sold it for like 150 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he'll put it in the chat, but
not a bad margin, I guess.
Yeah.
No, not.
To be honest, when I did go scanning for books, I only scanned about like 10 of them, and none of them were selling. So I was like, I don't want the books. So that's why I said eBay wasn't a good platform. I was not.
So Noah, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, Noah, do you want to say anything?
I mean, I've told you my story about selling books on Amazon. I have about, I think I still have 500 books left. In my first year of college, what we used to do is me and two friends, we would just go to dorm room after dorm room, and we would just ask everyone for their books. And like, they would go to the seniors and the juniors, and we just asked them. We just like carried, I think we had 1,000 books in total, and we tried reselling it, and that didn't go too well. And I have like 500 books just chilling in my basement.
You like Noah, guys?
But someone did say that Uncle Tom's Cabin from 1888 can go for more than $100, and anything from before 1866 can go for even more. And I actually did know that. Yeah, that Uncle Tom's Cabin is like a really popular book to find. But.
Jeez. So keep your eyes out for
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Uncle Tom's Cabin. Wow, who said that?
Smut God.
Smut God 612.
So thanks for the tip, Smut God.
Do we have any more goals to go over?
So I guess we'll go over our last 2 goals that we had. It was to get more listings up. Like we want to be at like a consistent 200 listings, and then we want to be able to just source more and like be wiser and smarter when we source, not just buy anything that's cheap or buy anything that just looks nice, because we do have that problem sometimes.
Texas,
yeah, I saw that.
They want to know if people under 40 even know what a book is anymore, how to use it.
I use Audible, so
I like real books.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get into audiobooks.
Me either. I can't listen to it.
Well, with books, I just find myself reading the same line like 3 times in a row, still not knowing what I read. So this is like, it just doesn't work for me.
I know Zach, actually, he gave me a tip. This is what he did all throughout high school, was he would buy the audiobook and then buy the actual book and like follow his finger on the page while he was
when my roommate does that actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my roommate does that.
So that is a good tip for people that hate reading.
Yeah, so guys, for me, what I did in high school was they told me to read books, but I read summaries and and still do well on the test.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Cliff Notes was in full effect by the time you were in high school.
Old.
Yeah.
Well, the Spark Notes now and other stuff.
Spark Notes. That's what. So that's how long I've been out of school, man. I'm old.
So funny.
That's
I use Spark Notes every single day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't have time to read.
I read like none of the books. Maybe one.
Smut God just sold a book on Amazon a few minutes ago called Women, AIDS and Acne.
Wow, it's making money while watching you, Martin.
I know.
Hey, good for you. That's awesome.
Grinding on the books while we're talking about it. I use sticker notes to remind me for what I do.
Yeah,
sticker notes. What's sticker notes?
Sticker notes. We use like a post-it note for like a bookmark.
What about just getting a bookmark?
Yeah.
We'll find out sticky in there so it doesn't fall.
Seymour, I don't know if that's his name. I'm sorry, but he wants to know what your favorite fast food place is.
My favorite fast food place?
Or all of us, I guess.
I would have to say
McDonald's.
No.
Oh God.
Maybe like, I guess pizza. There's this pizza restaurant near us. It's not really like a fast food.
Oh my gosh, like Five Guys or something.
Okay, I guess like Five Guys. Yeah.
Five Guys is good.
That was hard to think.
Five Guys is my favorite.
Noah, what's your favorite fast food place?
I haven't eaten out at any single big chain restaurant.
Have you left?
I don't eat out much.
Last
What?
5 months? Have you left your house in the past 5 months?
Yeah. I mean, I take the bus every day to school. So.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I forgot you go.
I don't think
I
I've
just don't
ever
eat
seen
out.
Noah. I don't think I've ever seen Noah in a different place other than up against that wall.
Oh, I can't film from anywywhere else in my house. Like the sound is just too noisy. I have 4 siblings.
You're on the toilet, huh? That's why he's able to do extended lives. He's like,
You might
Call me, bro.
We don't have Whataburger here, unfortunately.
Whataburger.
Or
Whataburger is good.
we don't have that, so.
California doesn't have it, but Arizona had it when I was up there.
Okay.
In-N-Out. Is there In-N-Out on the East Coast?
No.
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 Only in California. I'm just kidding. It's in a few other states.
I've had it, but no, we don't have it here.
I've never had it. Never.
It's, yeah.
It's really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've eaten it like all my life. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I think their hamburgers are really good, but the fries, I'm not the biggest fan of the fries.
Are they like the skinny, like real skinny fries?
Yeah, and the problem is like you get like crumbs of fries. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing. But their hamburgers are really good. Five Guys is good. Whataburger's good too.
We'll have to try it when we go out to California.
Oh yeah,
I've never had In-N-Out Burger. So.
Oh.
Are you guys coming out here?
Yeah, we're going to
San Jose on February 27th is when we're
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my sister has she lives out there, so we're staying with her for like I think like a week and a half or something.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I hear it's really nice up there.
Yeah. Hopefully they got some good thrift stores.
You guys don't ever find like anything good at like Buffalo Exchange or anything like that, right? Because it's too expensive.
We've never tried that.
No, we've never really been there.
Okay.
What about Ollie's? Is Ollie's good?
I mean, Ollie's is okay, but I mean, everything just like doesn't sell. There's a couple things that maybe, but we went scanning there, and I mean, there's some stuff that we could buy like cheaper that we could sell higher, but it's just not selling every day. Or
it's a lot of as seen on TV stuff. That, like that doesn't sell.
Interesting.
They buy in bulk from all the other stores. Like when Toys R Us went out of business, they bought in bulk from them.
Oh yeah.
They're closeout buyers.
Maybe our Ollie's just sucks.
Yeah, it's just your Ollie. It's like your Walmart has the $1 deals on the whatever.
Yeah,
I know.
Has the dollar.
Yo, that's Martin. Maybe that's why the guy went and spent 20 grand on your Walmart.
Oh, Walmart with the Legos. Yeah.
Do you guys ever do Ross's? There's Ross out there, right?
No, we don't actually have a Ross. Or
really?
Like, I think we have one Plato's Closet, but we've never. I don't even know where it is, but I know there's one out here. But I know it's super expensive, actually.
Yeah, so I think Plato's Closet and Buffalo Exchange are like the same thing. And from my understanding, it's basically like a retail thrift store. It's like, so they're buying like higher end stuff, right?
Yeah, okay.
But Ross is retail, and like Noah was saying, they're like a liquidator type store where they will go to the Toys R Us's and like buy all that stuff. So you'll find, so basically like what you might find at Target on clearance for $12, like you'll probably find at Ross normal price for maybe like $9 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have that around here, unfortunately.
Is it kind of like a Marshall's maybe?
Yes. It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to go to Marshall's maybe later today or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. Someone did ask though, do you believe drop shipping on eBay will be less restricted in the next months, or they will restrict it more, making it hard for us because they want us to stop?
So that's for you guys.
I mean, I know Ty's, given a take on this quite a bit. My take on it is to not even think about that stuff until if your store is still selling, there's literally no reason for you to even concern yourself with any of that. Just make sure, I mean, what I would say, right, is to make sure that you're kind of, stepping your game up in regards to the quality of your store, your items, your customer service. Those are the things those are the things you can control, right? Whatever eBay does has nothing to do with you, no matter what you say, no matter what software you use, like it doesn't matter. So just worry about your store. And, people are always asking me like, how are you still selling like with all of this stuff that's going on? And it's like, it's happened to everyone. Like everyone is on an equal playing field. You know what I mean? It's not like there's these drop shippers out there who don't have flag stores. So I would just say, just don't even worry about it. When the time comes, right, if they do get more strict, like you're saying, if you are a true entrepreneur, you'll adapt and you'll have the ability to pivot and be able to take on, those changes. So just run your store as is.
I think that's a very smart point, because like you really can't do anything until it happens to you. You know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Someone said, "Are you worried about bringing bed bugs home from the thrift store?"
Oh, dude, that just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah. I'm never going thrifting now.
I mean, I'd hope that just never happens. But someone on eBay buying it probably is going to get bed bugs as well.
You guys wash your clothing before you ship it out?
Do I wash it? No. I mean, we actually have 2 shirts that do need to be washed because they are really nasty. We got them when we went to our Lake Placid or something. We went to this one thrift store, and we picked up these 2 shirts, and they literally smell like just armpits. So,
oh God.
So we'll wash those. But
yeah, we haven't got around to it yet, though. Any more questions?
Do you all think that the new eBay pay system affects sales?
It's gonna be a pain.
It's probably
I'm not
gonna be
looking
more.
forward to that.
Are you guys
not
talking about ADN?
Yeah.
I'm also a PayPal shareholder, so I'm not looking forward to that.
Of course, Noah is a shareholder.
I know.
Why is that? Of course, though. Like, you've been throwing shade at me all the chat, bro. Why is that? Of course?
No, you got to teach me.
I could have said any other thing, and Ty would have said, "Yeah, of course, Noah's a."
Hey, I know you did tell me that the other day too, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to do something different." You're like, "Yeah, of course you do."
Ty's just over here starting beef.
Yeah.
It's all about the troll process.
Yeah.
Hey, Ty, what are your thoughts on eBay's with their money?
Their system. I mean, so like they have been with PayPal for a long time. Okay, so
They own PayPal.
Well, I'm not sure if they still.
No, they used to own PayPal.
They used to own it, not anymore. But
Yeah,
right.
But they broke it off because PayPal as a company is double the size of eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like they've been working together for quite a long time. So I mean, there's a lot of integrations that have been done to help people run their business smoothly, like a tax jar and all that other stuff with like accounting and bookkeeping and all that stuff. But like if we integrate, like if they start integrating ADN, a lot of stuff has to shift and change, and so a lot of people might not be comfortable with that, and it may cause like a huge like mess, just like they did with their platform when they did the catalog. It's ridiculous.
PayPal was saying on an earnings call that well, the reason that eBay even stuck with them, eBay doesn't like PayPal per se. The reason that they stick with them is because the platforms have been so integrated that sellers just got used to it. So it would have been too difficult on the sellers to force them or have them just switch everything up. But I think now that the reason they're doing this is, I think it's easier in the sense that because there's three big problems. Number one is when you file a dispute with eBay as a buyer, you can then go ahead and file a dispute with PayPal, which is again, and then let's say that you lose both of those disputes, you can then file a dispute with your credit card company. So it's really annoying to deal with all of that. So I think that's one reason they're getting rid of PayPal. Another reason is this way they control all of the process, and eBay also thinks that they'll save money on the fees. Personally, I don't from an accounting standpoint because it's just going to be more work for them, but I think they're going to go Amazon's route, where they have to hold your money for 2 weeks and then you get your bank deposits and everything like that.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, and when that does happen, honestly, I'm going to be excited because then there's just going to be more people who are just going to drop off, right?
Yeah,
and the saturation is going to begin to open up again. And what Noah was saying about PayPal and eBay, since the two companies, basically came to existence, they both needed each other so much that the user interface became, so migrated, but they've technically never really got along. It's been bad since that's why they acquired PayPal, and then PayPal is like, dude, we can't be under you just because we're on your platform. So then now they're obviously a separate entity. It's been a rough partnership.
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
Wow. I have so one of my best friends who lives out in Arizona, her husband is actually an executive for PayPal out in Chandler. So he's like, because I was talking to her about it when she had come out to visit us, and I was like, you know, aren't they like extremely nervous, like the amount of money that they're gonna lose? And basically she said that they're extremely relieved, like to just kind of cut ties with everything, because it's just too much of a headache, and it's not worth it anymore.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Insider information.
Yeah. You'll only get it here in this live.
Just a clarification. I'm on the managed payments on eBay. So this is a recent post they put up on their pages. So it says, what is eBay managing payments in today's e-commerce landscape? Shoppers, yada yada yada. So they say that at the same time, sellers will no longer be paid directly from buyers via PayPal, and instead will be paid daily and directly to their bank accounts. So then it gives a little Martin, do you mind if I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. I don't even know how if I can do this. Yeah, so you see like customers click to buy, and then they're removing PayPal.
Oh.
So I don't know that, like, someone in the chat said that they might raise fees, but eBay hasn't really been too forthcoming on that, so we'll see.
Well, hopefully.
I think they updated that page.
Yo, Ty, you got to get on your game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, by the way. I didn't.
eBay is
wasn't
funny.
there before. Yeah.
I feel like eBay's just always kind of ran like shooting from the side of their hip. Like, I listened to this documentary when PayPal first started. They were receiving payment via donation, and the dude was like getting bags delivered with like cash in it. Like, that's how it was. Just like, so I'm saying, like, they've just always ran their business that way. Like,
oh gosh.
Wow. So do we got any comments or?
There you go. You got a few.
Yeah.
Someone said that Ollie's cleared out Clearasil, and they bought a whole shopping cart and only have 10 left, or 200 that they bought for $1 and sold for 11, and that 80% of them went international, which kind of sucks because I saw Clearasil at our Ollie's, but I was like, yeah, it doesn't sell. And then someone asked, when you're in a thrift store and you see someone you know, do you try and hide?
I've never seen anybody I knew in a thrift store.
Martin is on his way to becoming famous. So
Not yet.
People are going to start coming up to Martin in the thrift store asking what they should buy.
Yeah. I'll be like, well, not this, and then I'll go buy it.
You're gonna stop sharing your videos.
Yeah, I know. Of course.
Hey, there's a new show on Netflix where a girl eBay thrifts.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Casey, the rock star.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do
you like that show?
Netflix series about thrifting and selling on eBay, but I never got to around checking it out.
Let me see what it's called.
Yeah.
I watched a couple shows. It was pretty funny.
But back to the PayPal, like stuff we were talking about. Texas Red said it was Meg Whitman's fault that when they got together in the first place, she fired 2/3 of the PayPal staff and then sold it to eBay.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff going down.
When she was CEO, eBay was already declining.
It's called Girl Boss. That's the name of it.
Girl Boss.
Girl Boss? I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
When's Martin from Thrift Store Gold going to be on Netflix?
Hey, maybe 2020.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys about the Snapchat movie series, like little series. Can't you do like your own little series on Snapchat?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna look more into that because that would be like something really cool to do.
And isn't that technically what IGTV is too? I think that's kind of like what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
I should try that.
I'm gonna have to have someone else help me with my edits.
You guys need to start wearing the like the lapel mic so you can just walk around.
Yeah. But Jesse Rock said, I'd be interested in hearing about any judgment or skepticism you faced from family or friends since you've quit your job /dropped out to start thrifting.
I mean, my mom's been very supportive, but she's also been like telling me to get a job every day. So
He just
I
wants to
don't
protect
really know
you.
where she's going with that, but she's being super supportive. So I am like happy and like thankful.
I'm curious what Ty's parents think.
Yeah, Ty, what did your parents think?
If I dropped out of high school, if I even said those words to my parents, I would be homeless, bro. I wouldn't. No way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Asian, so I mean, it's quite an intense thing. But I mean, when I dropped out, I mean, I was doing great in school. I mean, it's not like I was failing or anything. You know, I was just a typical Asian kid that just gets all A's and and just to, like keep my parents happy. And so
He got A's without even taking the test.
yeah, exactly.
The teacher's like, he's gonna get A's anyway, so they don't even take it.
Yeah, I would pretty much do the bare minimum to get A's, really. So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, my dad would usually be more skeptic, but my mom was kind of understanding, but still a little bit skeptical. But I mean, she's still kind of like I knew what to say to my parents. Like I knew how to tell them like what I'm gonna do, right? Like I had a plan. Okay, the important thing here is you have a plan. Like you can't just go and drop out, have no idea what you're doing with your life, and you're just gonna end up being like nowhere, right? So obviously dropping out is not for everybody. And again, I'm fortunate to actually found my direction and actually know what I'm going to be doing and actually believe in myself. And that's why I had that confidence to do that. And so, I mean, it may sound easy, but I mean, you have to know all the psychological process that goes behind that. Otherwise, you're going to screw yourself over. So you don't want to have that happen.
And it can be pretty tough at times thinking like,
right.
For me, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I should just go get a job because I'm broke right now. But then the next day I make like 100 in sales. So
then you sell another Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your head up and just believe in yourself. That's really the constant.
Yeah. As long as you believe in yourself, I mean, you can make something out of it.
Yeah.
But Success with Sully said, so they asked, so what's your plan in life, though, as if this can't be long term, which is like pretty true because everyone who we tell that like we do this to, they're always like, but that's your plan in life, like what else? You know what I mean? Like, and like, yeah, it can be a full time, like this can be my long term plan.
I'm gonna have a fun life.
You guys have any backup plans?
Yeah, go ahead.
And do you have any redundancies set in place? Like, I'm trying to get a degree because, well, first off, I want to be a financial planner, and also I want to be like an investment banker and stuff. So, like, I know Anthony has his degree and everything, and also Dropship Tyler said multiple times on a stream. I don't want to get into too serious of a topic, but like he said that if this doesn't ever work out, he could just go back to his mortgage job or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just something I always worry about, like redundancies.
Yeah, I've thought about that too. Like, if this doesn't work out, like, what really, like,
it's gonna work out.
I mean, yeah, I think I think from a technical standpoint, yeah, that's true technically, right? Because you have a degree, but I always think of it as more of the individual, right? It's not like, well, if eBay doesn't work out for me, then it's going to be something else, right? It's not, it doesn't have to be eBay. It's just like, that's the type of person, that I am, that I'm going to make things work, But yeah, I mean, I guess it is true that, you have a degree. So, I mean, you have that to fall back on, but I think having a skill is an experience is just as important for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Anthony brought a really good point. Having a skill, okay? Like, when you do any of this, you want to develop a skill that you can bring to the market, right? And because no matter what happens to the market or whatever, it's not like you're gonna suddenly lose your skill unless unless you get brainwashed or something, right? And Dan Locke, if you guys follow him, he always talks about like, okay, if I lose everything now, I still have my skills. I can remake it all back. And so again, it's all about developing yourself, making sure that you are confident in yourself and what you can bring to the marketplace and to the world. And so that way, no matter what happens, you'll be able to figure out what you gotta do. And again, everything's a risk. Even if you have a degree, that's still a risk. Doesn't mean that you're gonna get a job. And even if you get a job, doesn't mean that you'll keep the job. Because look at the facts, I
mean, I hear that. So just to get very serious for a second, so let's break down Martin's business per se. Martin's business is thrifting, reselling, retail arbitrage, which if you think about it as a business model, like more and more retail stores are closing down, but never to the point where people are not going to depend on that. So he's always going to have his supply. He's always going to be able to find something. Worst comes to worst, he can always just purchase wholesale. But I don't want to sort of get, I didn't really want to say this, but your business model, retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, my personal opinion on that is it's too, I don't know. It's your suppliers are not real suppliers. You don't have an agreement with them. You just purchase on their site. Yeah. What happens if something happens? I don't know. You have a platform that you sell on. That's why I've been working on my Shopify site. I invest a lot of money I pay developers to build my Shopify site. These are real things you have to worry about. Your skill. It definitely is a skill because you know how to sell on the platform. You have experience doing it. You've been successful with it, but you have to think about it when you're selling on this platform. Your business model is just something that is clearly stated in both platforms policies now. It is stated. You can't deny that. It is stated.
Yeah. I'm not denying anything.
That they do not like it. So
So for me, eBay is kind of like a learning stone, right? You learn the platform, you learn the community, you learn the industry, and then eventually, what I want to do is I do want to start to transition more towards, doing the wholesale stuff, right? Because that is a more sustainable business model. So that is the goal. But again, that's with growth, that's with transition, that's with a lot of different things. So right now, the reason why I started in online arbitrage is obviously the barrier of entry is a lot lower, right? So once I kind of figure this out to the point that I feel, I can really automate it, then I can start focusing more on trying to wholesale and to try to get the agreements with those suppliers.
Yeah, that's smart. That's really kind of what we want to do too. This was our foot in the door kind of thing, and then move up onto bigger things.
Yeah, because this was the kind of the easiest thing we could think of that took the less capital to start.
Right.
Do you guys follow a YouTuber named I forgot his name, Craigslist something?
Craigslist.
Yeah, that's where you guys gotta be. You guys gotta be. I saw a video of him renting a truck. He paid he got a huge truck and went down. He spent $10,000 on 13 pallets.
Yeah.
That's that would be
awesome. You gotta move out of that room, Martin.
Yeah, I'd be stacked up in my other room. I need to get a warehouse like Chase Miller.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know. 25,000 square feet.
Yeah, that is crazy. I'm surprised it's not in here.
Yikes.
Maybe he's actually running his business. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Maybe he's actually at the storefront. Let's see. Hold on, we're going back.
What Noah was saying regarding the retail dropshipping business, obviously it's quite a thing that goes up and down, but then it will always work. I truly believe that it will always work as long as you're willing to change and do something different. Because nowadays everybody is doing Amazon, eBay, Amazon, eBay, Amazon, eBay. It's massive, and so you can do some other suppliers that are also retailers, and you don't have to use Amazon. And a lot of people just caught up with Amazon, and they think they have to use Amazon. And so, and obviously, I will be continue doing this until I get suspended or anything. I'm not gonna stop. Even if it's against the rules, I know that they will still allow it. Okay.
At least you have Ecom Prime.
Right, you gotta have Ecom Prime. right. So
make sure you put the link in the description.
Right, but obviously I have my Amazon as well. So if everybody is doing this, you gotta make sure that you focus on one business model and you get some results, success, and really feel confident about that. And then obviously you start to learn other platforms. Like I'm just gonna continue retail dropshipping, but the key here is I'm not always gonna only do retail dropshipping. I'm gonna do retail dropshipping plus the other types of e-commerce.
Dude, you gotta like these are other businesses.
Yeah.
So to your point, Noah, so I'm not on Amazon yet. Like I haven't sold on Amazon at all yet. So to your point, I'm gonna keep my eBay store, doing what I've continued to do. And then once I do go on to Amazon, it's gonna be strictly wholesale. And the reason being is because I don't want to fight, TOS on two different platforms, right? It's not only is it not sustainable, it's just a lot of time and effort, right? That's not really necessary. So, that kind of goes to my other point of the progression, right, of the business. Now I've learned how to drop ship, I've learned how to retail arbitrage and do all that. So now I need to find suppliers who are going to be able to do the same thing that Amazon and Walmart are doing.
You should. I mean, I don't know about the other three of you, but I'm actually looking to get onto Walmart. I actually sent in my application. I think it's been a few days, but they take 2 weeks to review that. So that's like definitely another avenue because they're very strict with who they allow on.
Okay.
Once you get on there,
I think it takes like 6 months to even get approved.
Yeah, and now I'm having them look over my contact me back and do all that stuff. The first phase is like it's automated, and then if I've been told that if you fill in like the right things, then you get a response up from a real person. So that's what I'm in the process of first, like hearing back from them.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Red wants to know if they've raised GPA scores higher than 4.0.
Yeah.
And some schools go off of 5.0 and some go off of 4.0. So
my highest is 4.0.
Only Noah gets 5.1.
Yeah, they do. I think it goes up to like 4.5 or something.
5.0.
Really?
It does go up to 5.0?
Yeah, 5.0.
My university goes to 4.
Yeah. UB the one I went to only went up to 4.0, but I know there were options for
like if you took like all weighted classes, all advanced and honors classes, then you can get up to 5.0. Yeah.
And I think you have to get A+ or something like that.
No, well, again, that depends on the school too. But for my school, as long as again A. And
how do you know, Ty? You dropped out.
Yeah, that's the funny thing because like my relative, because my relative was like, why are you doing so good in school? Why are you dropping out? Are you stupid? You have 1 year left. Why don't you just finish it? Like at least finish high school. And I'm just like, no, I'm out.
The other thing too, you could always finish it later, technically.
Finish high school.
It helps with the story.
He's gonna be like 30. He's gonna go back.
And again, I had to sacrifice that too. By the way, like I was about to take my 4th year of Japanese, and that was something I would actually like enjoy. So
do you learn it? Do you still learn it?
That, huh?
You still learn it?
A little bit, not really.
Keep it up.
Yeah. So I mean, I really enjoyed learning Japanese, but I just didn't really find the time or just got lazy to stay. But I mean, if I review, I should be able to remember it.
Ty, are you fluent in Vietnamese?
What do you mean by fluent?
Like, can you like?
What do you mean? What does she mean? Are you
straightforward question?
Well, how do you elaborate on that?
I know.
Okay, well,
your Instagram's has like Vietnamese or something.
I can speak conversationally, right? Like, but if you start saying like words that aren't used like frequently, or some like specific words to like industry or specific business and talk in like really deep detail, like I wouldn't understand. But like,
do your parents talk to you in Vietnamese?
Yeah, my parents don't really even know English, so.
My dad, well, he speaks mostly just Vietnamese, but the only thing that I know is Ba Noi, which is grandma, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Because I lived in Vietnam for 7 years before I moved to the US. So.
Oh, okay. That's great. Yeah. That's awesome. I didn't. My dad did though.
Right.
Yeah, tell your story about your dad.
My dad, his dad fought for the American side like during the Vietnam War. And so like the country wherever wanted to like kick him out and like put him in jail and like I don't know. So my dad had to like travel across like the ocean on a boat for 12 days to he like escaped out of jail and stuff to get here. And he came, yeah, he came to a camp or something and then moved on. He was going to move to Australia, but ended up in Buffalo, which
he took the wrong exit.
I think Australia is pretty good. I have a friend who's actually Vietnamese who actually dropshipped on eBay Australia as well. So
oh, really?
He's not allowed.
Yeah, he's not allowed either, but he's just low key killing it on eBay Australia. Yeah, so you can do this on multiple marketplaces even though they don't allow it. So I like to break the rules. So no one is successful without breaking the rules, honestly.
Yeah, like, that's
a fact. Like literally.
But
yes, go ahead.
We should Christian outfit for each other.
What?
I mean, all right, if the Patriots lose, we will do that.
We'll go and pick each other clothes out from the thrift store and then go on a date.
Yeah.
Jesse said that my dad's story was Shark Tank level. I'll go up there and just give them my spiel.
Yeah.
Duncan VR said he is Aussie. He's from Australia. So.
Wow.
Hey,
awesome.
Duncan, Australia. I see.
Duncan, do you resell or do you? What do you do?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Well,
eBay is actually pretty big in Australia.
Noah's already hitting him with questions.
I don't know, but Duncan seems that he's just always grinding. So.
I think you're on.
Oh, I'm on mute.
Oh yeah, there he is.
I'm awesome.
No response.
I know.
Like,
we're waiting for the response now. I sell old mail.
I don't know what that means.
Like,
you collect other people's mail and then you just sell it?
Brits and Americans, yeah, what?
I'm not sure.
If you thought my business was shady.
Sending old mail.
Duncan's got to connect at the post office that just reroutes mail to him.
There's a lot of shady things going on.
There's a lot of ways to make money. Wow. How long have we been going for? Over an hour.
Oh, Mark's having a now. Cheers to you.
Oh, cheers, Mark.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, Anthony's got water.
Oh, wow.
Water.
Say you're selling beer from 200 mail from 200 years ago.
How is your mail from 200 years ago? Like unopened mail?
Isn't like Australia as a country not even 200 years old?
That's actually that sounds. Hey, send me one, Duncan.
Comment how you do that below. I'm very interested.
Yeah, it actually is pretty interesting.
Is there a market? Like, there's always these niche market, like these very sub niche markets that do very well.
Is it a particular type of mail, or is it just old mail?
He says he has 11,600 feedback.
He's a baller.
That doesn't always mean that it's positive, though.
He's like.
British mail, American mail, and documents.
Do you sell like stamps?
Like stamps and postcards?
That's this is such that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so interested in this.
No, that's cool, man. Like I don't care what you're into. I mean, just as long as you like put everything into it. I don't care if it's buying old ass mail. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's.
I was at a trade show, and this guy was selling belt buckles, and I was like, "What? He's like, "Yeah." He said, "There's a crazy big market for like he collects antique belt buckles, shoe straps, and other stuff." I was like,
"Oh wow,
wow, that's nuts."
Jeez.
He gave his store name.
I know. I'm promoting right now.
I'm gonna go leave a negative feedback.
I think he's trolling. Let's see. And let's go.
Probably his
find it.
competition or something.
I did, yeah.
Postal history, letters, and covers. Yo, this is some cool stuff. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
This is
I'm gonna
crazy.
go and scan his door, snipe him. I'm just kidding. But
I'm gonna go snipe him.
I know.
It's some very interesting stuff.
oh wow, what is he selling?
Wow.
This guy has 100% feedback.
So
Yeah.
So where do you get your stuff? Like, do you have a particular source? Like, where do you find stuff like this?
Maybe he should just come in.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Old mail.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's probably got like some Titanic letters and shit in there.
Yeah, or like
1843.
Revolutionary War and stuff. British and American stuff.
When I was
Looks like he only does auction.
No, he has other stuff. He doesn't only do auction.
Yeah, because how do you price that stuff out? Like,
Some of the prices are. I think it's because he's converting to US because he's in Australia. That's why it's all random. I'm seeing like 23, 55, 39, 27.
that's pretty cool. That's cool, man. That's a cool little.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a hobby with 11,000 feedback, but sounds like a full-time gig.
yeah. Wow.
He also has like a professional store. He has a.
This is legit.
He's a top-rated seller.
Also the listing.
Not for long.
Wow, that is actually really cool stuff.
Oh, so Samer, it's like I flip oranges on the side of the freeway and we bought the oranges. Oh, that was
Like-
interesting.
So on the side of the fast freeway, like a highway. I don't think we can do that here.
Sounds
I forgot
like
about California.
What did Mark say?
sounds like a Blake Shelton song.
Mark said that it's hard for an employee to understand the self-employed mindset. There's a good book by not spelling.
Yeah, no, I think that's true. The world needs, different types of people, It needs people who need, the 9 to 5, and then it needs people who, like Ty said, break the rules. And
I mean, if you think about it, every single person who's employed is working for someone who
is doing that. Yeah.
Right. There wouldn't be any people to employ these people if it wasn't for the business owners and stuff.
Right.
And that was something when I was working. I did a lot of construction and like side jobs and stuff, and my biggest like pet peeve was making somebody else money. Like I hated that. I have to go, like spend my time to make someone else money, and I'm getting like a cut, not even that much of what they're getting. I hated that. So that's why I just like quit. Just quit. Didn't even try to do both at once. Just quit and just went to reselling.
Yeah, most of the money in the world is owned by like a 1% of the people. It's ridiculous.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
I think I might have to hop off here. I can hear my daughter in the other room.
Kickoff's coming up in an hour and 15 minutes.
That's okay.
I really appreciate you having me on, though, man. It was cool to be, one of the first guests on your channel, man. I'm really liking what you guys are doing. I think you guys are doing it the right way, and it obviously shows. So keep putting out the content, man. I think it's really valuable, and I think you provide a different type of hustle, a different type of perspective, and I think you could help people, really find their niche too. So keep it up.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so guys, these were the first 3 people I've ever had on my channel. These guys are awesome. So make sure to check their channels out. I'll put their links in the description after we're done with this.
Wait. So one question to Anthony.
Yeah.
What is the wrong way of doing this?
What's that?
What is the wrong way?
Oh, what is the wrong way?
Yeah,
All right, there's I mean, no, there's a lot of wrong ways that you can do it, right? And there's a lot of right ways. I think the way that they're doing is just right. I mean, they're genuine, right? It's one of those things that they're showing you from the start, whereas a lot of other people might, wait until they've made it and stuff. But it's cool to see the growth.
Yeah, I'm just showing everything. But I really appreciate you coming on. I know this was a very last minute live. We always do that. It's hard to schedule. But
yeah,
don't be like me.
No worries.
What'd you say, Ty?
Don't be like me.
I can schedule your live like 2 months in advance.
But yeah, thank you, Anthony.
Cool. Yeah.
Back to you now. So
Goodbye.
Peace.
Enjoy your Super Bowl.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, I'm off. Thank you guys for having me on your channel.
Yep.
You know, like Anthony said, you guys provide a different perspective. You guys just recently started with your thrifting and reselling journey, and I think it's very, I don't know if you guys follow Gary Vee, but he always says that you can either follow an expert or you can follow a beginner. And at the beginner, you get to see the process. And an expert, you get to hear all their previous, the old knowledge that used to work. But so that's why, I really respect your channel, respect the hustle. Thank you guys for having me on again.
Thank you. We really appreciate that, Noah.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Goodbye.
Peace.
All right,
Okay.
Ty.
All right, on the last one. Anyways, thank you, Martin, for having me on the channel. Really love to see your growth and the grind, man. 3 hours of video editing. I can't imagine myself doing that, but I can't imagine myself sitting here and listening. So, but yeah, really like the fact that you quit your job just to do this in full time. So, that's the sacrifice. That's the grind. You're willing to give it up. I mean, you gotta work hard. Okay. Like you gotta make it work.
Yeah,
And
I do. I know I do.
I mean, you have a supportive person, so you'll be able to go a long way. But
He's helping me.
yeah,
No way.
yeah, it's good, man.
Well, thank you, Ty.
Thank
I
you
appreciate you coming on.
I'll be back one day, guys.
Oh yeah, of course. All right,
Bye, Ty.
Peace.
Okay, and so that was it. I mean, we went for way longer than I thought we were gonna go for. I thought this was gonna be like a half hour, but yeah, I mean, thank you all to have been watching, and thank you to the guys that were just here. We really appreciate them coming on and talking because we didn't really know what to talk about. So yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed this live. We love doing these because we like to be more interactive with you guys and all that. So
sorry, the lighting's so bad.
Yeah,
the sun's going down.
Our sun is going down. We're depending on all the sunlight from outside. So we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna go watch the Super Bowl. We're gonna get some pizza and wings and enjoy the rest of our night. So I hope you guys enjoy your night as well.
Go Rams!
Yeah, go Rams. Hope the Patriots lose. So have a good one, guys. Peace.